Here we are again, back in Mittenron, the Empire of the Grey Knights. Specifically, we're in Coltran still. It's a brand new city, and one of these days I will remember to mute my stream before I start. So, yeah, new city. Floor plans galore. Housing mostly, various qualities: large houses, small houses, medium-sized houses. I think that pretty much covers it. But really, what I was interested in was extending the roadway. And getting an idea about where the road is going to go, so that I knew the sort of space I had, because what I really wanted to build next is this, which has been started, and this is a hospital. I'm often remiss in building hospitals, obviously not something you need in a Minecraft world specifically, but something that does need to be added if you are building an empire. So, yeah, obviously the first floor is now in place. It's not gone too badly. It's a bit fiddly. It usually is, because I'm working out space. There are considerations when building hospitals that you don't usually think about when you're building a house. For example, much larger stairs are needed, because you would imagine that people are going to have to carry things like stretchers up something like this. So it's no good having the traditional staircases, which are 45-degree inclines. I don't fancy trying to carry a stretcher up one of those. You've got wards back here. What would this be? This would be a operating room. There we go. It's going to come back to me in the end. Yeah, operating room. Shed cleanup, perhaps a little bit over the top for a medieval style period. You wouldn't expect them to be working with that level of hygiene awareness. In fact, I want to say it wasn't until the middle of the 19th century that doctors began to suspect that cleanliness was very important. It may seem obvious to us now, I suppose, but back then they didn't want to know. The guy came to them and said, "Look, we need to start washing our hands before we deliver babies." I think it was. I tell you what are you talking about? It's not our fault that babies are dying. It's something else. And he was like, no. We need to wash our hands. And they eventually listened to him. I don't know why, how they got convinced, but eventually they did start doing it. And it led to an improvement in the mortality rate of births. Yeah, that's no good. But anyway, there you go. Bit of history for you. Possibly a bit of history for you. I have to confess, what I've just explained may actually be really inaccurate. I think it's something like that, but don't take my word for it. Sorry, what was I? Yeah, so, hospital. I'm not going to go too crazy with the actual... I'm doing it again, freaking filling it in the cobblestone. Just because I'm not paying attention. Yeah, so, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Alright, so, yeah, I wanted to do something even a little bit more unique with the floor. I recently started to get very disappointed with the blandness of the floor designs that I use. Very repetitive. Any kind of building in the Grey Knight Empire pretty much uses these same standard types of floor design, which, you know, gets old. It gets old for me. So, you know, been able to do this. This works better. I could employ something like that, put a border in to the ward, and then replace with the pinkish stuff. I've used this kind of I've used the, what is it? Granite, I think. Yeah, polished granite. I've used the granite before, but it's I also had some success with jungle wood. That didn't turn out too badly. So anyway, yeah, let's see, that doesn't look too bad, does it? So, don't know why that's there. So yeah, my goal right now, I mean, obviously to finish this hospital, but realistically for the day, I would expect to have the second floor done, which would be helpful because I don't plan to take it up to a third floor. Something else I've become aware of in my building that is kind of, you know, I don't know if I'm thinking ahead, like in terms of how much I want to do, which is to keep going basically and just keep adding stuff. But I would like to kind of maybe speed up the process a little bit. And one thing I do that I think I need to curb a little bit is the tendency to just keep building up floors for no reason. What's the hole there for? I don't know. That may be a ladder. I think that's room for a ladder. Anyway, yeah, so I would like to... I'm gonna put a ladder. Okay. So, yeah, what was I? Yeah, speeding up the building a little bit. Obviously by completely cutting down on the amount of work that I need to put into them. Now these are apartment blocks, so it's not surprising that they go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors on this one, and the other one then goes up 4. But, I don't know, you take something like this, it's like I do one stone wood hybrid, and then 1 wood floor. That's okay, that's 3 floors, but even so, 3 is just a tiny bit excessive for such a building. I don't need 3 floors, it doesn't really add anything to the overall aesthetic, I suppose would be the word. I don't know. Then you got stuff like this. It's like the same sort of pattern, except I do 2 very big floors. These are each 6 blocks high. 4 and 6. So you do the 4 and 6, and then you do the hybrid style. And then I've gone 2, 3 plus the roof, and then this big tower, and it's like, okay, it's... You get an interesting building at the end of it. With different levels, you know, it goes up, the hall at the bottom sticks out, and then you've got this pulled back slightly, and more, you know, the rooms there, so it's not surprising that it goes up and up. But, I don't know, I think there have been some buildings I've done in the past, it did not need to have these extra floors on top. And, you know, I think it might be served myself in the long run, as I say, by just cutting down on that kind of thing. Anyway, so this little section here that I'm filling the roof in for is the floor slash ceiling is nurses' quarters, I think that would be called. You know, it's like an area for the staff. Probably not as big as it ought to be, but we've got like a downstairs living room type area, entryway, exit point, obviously, corridor access to at least the upper floor, and then, see, I think actually designed that floor like that, but I think it's going to have to be like this, 2 floors, 2 rooms. Yeah, so, you know, rooms, dorms, I suppose. Put that in there. You know, I just split this in half, but I think it would make more sense for it to be one single dorm style room with multiple people sleeping in it. This is going to have to go up a third floor, I think, to accommodate, try and be realistic to the number of people that it's supposed to accommodate. There's no room to bring it out because the road is in the way, and this is actually completely separate. This is like a, well, I don't know what you would call it, like a park style section that's public park. It's going to have a sort of Greek style roof finish, I think, in the end. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to have to go up to sort that out, but you know, needs must. I'm not opposed to going up extra floors if the design of the building needs it. So, sorry, just checking my stream. It seems to be stalled. No idea if it's even broadcasting at the moment. It keeps telling me chat's broken too. Anyway, daylight. So, that's about as much as I'm going to say now. I'm just going to build in silence for a little while. Well, I'll probably carry on talking, but as I said before, we'll cut this down to post on YouTube for no good reason. And just need an early cut-off point. So, adieu.